Hey everyone, Jay Carpenter, Fahrenheit Advisors, joined by my guy, Coach Mike Rhoades, VCU men's basketball coach. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're hanging in there, Coach. We
Absolutely.
are. That's all you can do.
You got it.
Today, wanted to talk a little coaching through chaos, leadership and communication and resilience, and how that transfers from the locker room to the boardroom, right?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and so, we're all in our individual headquarters here. First, how are you spending your days with the family, with your student athletes? Tell me kind of what a typical, no such thing, what that looks like for you.
Well, it's turning into more typical days as for all of us, but just sort of trying to do the best we can, calming the waters is what we're saying. The waters is very fluid, rough. We're all trying to figure this out as we go along. Let's try to get into a routine as quick as we can. My three kids with their schoolwork, the way we plan our day, and with my team, it's the same thing. Let's make a to-do list. Let's try to calm the waters, get in a routine, and every day let's do what we need to do to get our day done and make sure we could calm the waters as best we can.
Yeah, yeah. I think everyone's trying to do the same. So when you're connecting, probably a lot of times you're going out watching games, watching tournaments, watching AAUs, camps. What are
Yeah.
you doing? Your prospects are essentially your recruits. What are you doing to communicate with them? What are you doing to stay top of mind? Any tips or technology or creative things you're doing?
Well, the one great thing of this is the technology that we all have at our fingertips. Is if this happened 20 years ago, you're dialing the phone that's on your wall in your kitchen, and that's all you got. Now there's so many different avenues. So for in recruiting, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every morning at 10:30, my staff and I have a meeting, and that's just on recruiting. We're talking all week long, but those 3 days are just recruiting to be very organized, and we have a call list, how we're going to communicate with guys. I like to call guys, FaceTime guys. I'll send them text messages and get a text message, going back and forth, but just touching them, reaching out to them as much as we can. If we could have VCU on their mind a lot throughout the next couple of months, that's a good thing. So when we get back started again, they're going to feel good about the relationship we built. We're using calming chaos like you are. We're using that. I'm using that with our staff. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of unknown. So let's just control what we can control is the biggest thing. I can control how much I'm talking to our players. I can control how organized I am when I'm talking to my staff. And of course, I can control the message that I want to give out to everybody about what we're doing here at VCU.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you talk about some of those messages, it seems like a long time ago, but when the A10 tournaments are being canceled and you're having these tough conversations with seniors who don't have another game and are realizing that, what's your personal approach as a coach to these tough conversations and how to deliver those?
Yeah.
Because it's
Well,
not
number
easy.
one, the truth. Communicate with the truth. And then I always say, and then with a lot of love. The truth. I don't think you beat around the bush with 18 to 20-year-olds or people that you work with and your peers. Here's where we're at. Here's what occurred. It's not fair. There's a lot of things going on in the world that right now that's just not fair. But the truth is, we gotta deal with it and we gotta handle it. And then let's make sure we're there for each other. That's the biggest thing right now with my team and our seniors who just lost their senior year, March Madness. That, hey guys, this is how it is for everybody. We got to handle it the right way. Let's try to put a positive swing on it about uh, us and how we're approaching this. But also, support everybody that some guys are going to have some tough days dealing with it. Let's be there for them, but let's continue to keep moving on.
Yeah, you don't seem like a guy who sits around and feels sorry for yourself for too long. And you mentioned the 18 to 20-year-olds, and a lot of folks probably have teammates, colleagues that they're trying to motivate and stay in touch with during these times. How are you keeping the guys who are already in the program motivated, that routine of working out, going to the gym, getting in the reps? How are you keeping their spirits up and keeping them consistent?
As I tell our staff and what we talk about all the time, high level communication. I could help you if we're talking, if we're communicating in some form. The other thing, I don't want it to be where the guys, oh, here's Coach Rhoades again. So you pick your spots. You got to get. I really think with all the chaos going on in the world, I think sometimes we all need our space too. You're clammed up in the house all day long. You're trying to get stuff done. You're frustrated when something's not going your way. And I think sometimes you just need to give some people you work with, people, your players, even your kids and your wife, a little bit of space here and there. So just everyone can take a deep breath, sort of get out of their own way at times. I think that's important. So that's a feel, of course, but also being able to communicate, just letting them know, hey, I'm here for you guys. Let's make sure for us, academics, number one is being safe and smart. Let's be safe and smart. Let's practice social distancing. Every morning when I wake up, I text our guys a couple rules that I saw either on TV or from doctors or on Twitter, and I pass it on to our guys. Just a reminder, the most important thing is our health. Let's be smart. Let's be safe. Let's honor social distancing. Basketball-wise for us, try to sweat every day. Right now, a lot of guys, their playgrounds near their houses, they took the baskets down or chain link the fences. You can't get in. We have some guys that can't get to a weight room. So guys, whatever it is, go for a run, do some exercises, find a way to get your basketball in the garage or in the driveway and dribble it and just get a sweat. So I talk about that to them as much as I can. And then, the biggest thing and the biggest adjustment for our guys went from having maybe one, maybe two online classes, and the other classes are walking the class every morning, to 4. That's a big adjustment. Just like work, people are so used to walking in and being around their peers and getting things done together. Now you're sitting at home and you got to get work done, but you also need your teammates. So you need your peers, you need your coworkers. So we talk about making sure you make your list every day and say, I got to knock this out. I got to still get the job done. And it might not be an 8-hour day. It might only be 4 or 5, but knock it out, make sure it's quality, and put yourself in a position to get back with your team in good standing.
Love it. Love it. So like we were saying, everyone's dealing with chaos. Hope this could be a nice reprieve for folks as you're drinking through a fire hose of legislation and information and just trying to keep the train on the tracks. Coach Mike Rhoades, VCU men's basketball coach, can't thank you enough for being here and your words. Everyone stay safe, and until next time, thanks a lot.
Thank you.